Guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Open Mic with Nelson. Thank you very much. If you are new here, this is how we do it. Please subscribe, comment, like, and share our video. So I just hope I'm audible enough because I'm seated somewhere and I came across something that is going on social media, and it is a war. It is a war that is ongoing on our on these social media streets. There's this lady from uh, she's said to be from Bermuda, and but I think, can I call it mistaken identity? It was kinda, because she went to Jamaica as a tourist, and when she went to Jamaica as a tourist, she ordered food. She had booked a hotel, and when the food came, she started complaining on how bad the food was. And so the Jamaicans, they started saying that this lady is a black American, and they started complaining, something that has not gone well with black Americans, and black Americans has reiterated through social media. And there is the online, there's the ongoing war in our social media platforms between the black Americans and the Jamaicans. The Jamaicans saying these guys, they are treating, or the black Americans, they are so much entitled. So the Jamaicans are saying that the black Americans, are so much entitled, because they are saying this lady is from America. She's a black American. She came to a country as a tourist, and instead of giving the Jamaicans a 5-star food review, what she did, she went online. She talked ill of. She said how bad the food was. It was not a 5-star food according to the kind of hotel she had booked. And so I've compiled some videos of the Jamaicans and the black Americans. The Jamaicans complaining of how entitled the black Americans are, and the black Americans telling the Jamaicans, look guys, this is not one of our own. And some of black Americans, they are telling Jamaicans, yes, we might be black, but our beliefs are totally different. And so guys, I've compiled some videos. Please watch them. And in case I've used your content and you are not okay with us using your content, please just reach to us. At the end of this video, we have our own email. Please email us and we will do the necessary. So guys, please watch, subscribe, comment. I'm coming back with more commentary once we watch this video. The Open Mic with Nelson. Please watch, subscribe, and comment.
Are pissed off because there's Americans who are pissed off about a hurricane in Jamaica and staying there and not having food. But what I want the bleached out African/African Jamaicans to understand, because y'all, I'm gonna call you bitches African Jamaicans, is not everybody who's black that's from the United States is black American. So instead of making us the default in your motherfucking bleached mouth, why don't you worry about why the hell you're bleaching? Let's take a little look at what I'm talking about. So as you can see, this girl right here, she's complaining that she's stuck in Jamaica. Like, I don't even understand why anybody even goes to Jamaica. I've never had a desire to go to Jamaica. You know, it's literally the graping capital of the world, right next to a couple of countries in Africa. And as you can see, this is the food. She's complaining, right? So then we have this Jamaican, this African Jamaican that bleaches, saying this shit. Because
these black Americans on my feed at the resorts are so annoying. I can't wait for them to fix the airport so y'all can get back the fuck home. We tired with it. Y'all need to get the fuck back home. We don't give a fuck who choose not to come back to Jamaica. Keep on the bumbuckler money and go on elsewhere with no fucking attitude. Yeah, I see this big fat sour one named Seymour or whatever the fuck she name. Go home. Let me have the picture, Hungry Belly Gal. See Hungry Belly Gal. Yeah, man.
And the comments really get on my nerves too, because y'all really be sitting here acting like we're all the same. That girl's name alone let me know that she wasn't Black American, and I can prove she's not Black American. And y'all stay just hyper fixated on Black Americans. Don't y'all have a hurricane to worry about? Don't y'all have some flooding to worry about? Don't y'all have like roofs that are missing to go find in the ocean? But y'all stay talking about Black Americans, even in the state of disaster. You bitches cannot keep our motherfucking names out your motherfucking mouths. And as you can see, Black Americans, you see the default of how they want to talk about us, even when it's not us. Yeah. So for you fools who still want to go to Jamaica, which I don't even understand, because
the reason why Black Americans is going off is because Jamaicans came on TikTok coming at the whole population of Black Americans for one Black American woman actions. And if the roles were reversed, Jamaicans wouldn't want Black Americans being mad at the whole population of Jamaicans because of one Jamaican's actions. It gives unfair. It gives like you guys found a loophole to try and attack us for no reason. And it's kind of shocking. It's kind of mind-boggling because we thought as Black Americans that, you know, us and Jamaicans were like cool. Like we thought we was like this. I mean, we love you guys. So it just saddens us. It disappoints us that you guys are coming at us like this for no reason. Period. And what's even crazier, you come on TikTok and you're seeing all these Jamaicans talking as if that you guys are better than us. I think you guys need to open up a history book. I think you guys need to go on Google and actually realize and research that you're no different from us. Yes, your slaves were dropped off in the islands, babe. Our slaves were dropped off in America. Poverty, poor, don't have nothing, don't own nothing. So while y'all are talking so much crap about your own people, it's kind of like looking in the mirror, right? Y'all are talking all this crap when you don't have shit either. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Y'all say we're entitled or y'all entitled. Y'all feel like just because you say you have a place to go to call home, that's not your place of home. That's not your language. That's not your food. That's not your culture. Remember Kai Cenat, a Trinidadian who said Black Americans don't have no culture? And then he had to find out the hard way that you don't have a culture either. That's somebody else's culture, babe. Just like Black Americans, this American culture, this ain't our culture. But it's because our ancestors was brought here, we had no other options but to adapt to our surroundings. Clock it.
You're getting it first from us. We just got back from Jamaica, okay? And that I keep hearing them complaining about the Americans over there, right? Let me tell you something. Jamaicans, okay? Specifically Jamaicans. Do you not understand? Matter of fact, we're going to twist it. How about you guys come over here, pay the exact same amount of money that we paid to go over there to spend luxury money, might have saved up this whole freaking year, might have saved up for 5 years, and expected that the Jamaica that we see on our television is going to be the Jamaican experience that we get. Not only that, you come over here and you spend exactly in the amount of money that we make, that we work our asses off, right? You spend that exact same amount, come over here and experience the treatment that we experience when we come to y'all. Okay? And then you're like, I would complain. I complained while I was there. I flipped the fuck out. You know why? Because my mom, she decided to take us on a vacation. She spent way more money than we spent last year. So I expected that this experience be way different. Okay? How about this? I know that there is a whole group, maybe of 15 people that's from Indianapolis or Indiana. We have never had a hurricane. We don't live that close to the ocean for us to even experience a hurricane. Now, we've had tornadoes, but it don't hit like that. It don't hit like that. And it don't hit every side and every which way. We're not used to that. So you expect us to shut up and say nothing? Why? Because the white people that you call are just dealing with it. We're not used to that. You have to understand that. They will go and climb Machu Picchu or whoever it is and be fine. They will go climb Everest and be happy that they did it. A lot of black people don't want to do that. We work our butts off to make ends meet. We work our butts off and still are behind the experience that even the white people told us that we were going to get once we were free. Stop complaining about Americans. Stop complaining about black Americans. You got to give them empathy and compassion, because I know the Indiana people ain't never dealt with the hurricane. Sick. The moment that we touch down, we are into it with Jamaican women that are not in Mobay, but are behind the glass sitting down and taking your passport. You snatch it for no reason. I said, hello, how are you? And I need your passport. I give it up. You snatch it. Imagine coming over here and doing the same thing. You're not going to be happy. You're going to be ready to fight. And that's what we experienced when we went over there. We experienced, if we didn't show money, okay, the American dollar that we work our asses off of, just like you, that's why we are more than willing to tip. I am more than willing to tip and tip well. Because we notice the fight in y'all. But y'all up there secretly with y'all nose like that is something different. Y'all needs to pick that up. Pick it up now, because let me tell you something. When we go that one road all the way across and see them goddamn shacks that y'all live in, do we say anything about that? No. We allow you to live the way that you live, in peace, with respect. And if some of them do, maybe because you had a really horrible attitude. So can you please take care of my people so they can get home?
Have y'all seen the disrespect from these skin bleaching warriors over there in Jamaica? Have y'all seen the disrespect? They've been talking about black Americans, talking about how black Americans are ungrateful, black Americans are complaining, black Americans expect this, black Americans expect that, how we being mean to the skin bleachers out there. All those things. But what's crazy to me is it ain't that many black Americans out there, right? It's majority YT people. Why the skin bleachers never talk about the white people that be treating them like trash out there? Why is that? Because when black Americans go to skin bleaching countries, we show respect to the locals there, to the skin bleachers out there. We do. We show much respect to the people. Now, do we have a few black Americans that might get a little, whatever, but we're nothing like the YT people out there on how the YT people treat y'all. I've been out there. I've been out there to Jamaica, and I've seen how those white folks be treating the skin bleachers out there. And I don't think it's right for them to treat y'all like that at all. You know what I'm saying? But for y'all to get online and act like black Americans are the only people that's complaining, that's upset, and that's really frustrated on the surcharges that they have to pay while they out there on vacation. Keep in mind, we make sure y'all get money when we come out there. Black Americans do spend with the locals when they come out there. And I understand skin bleachers. I understand all y'all going through some type of turmoil out there, dealing with the hurricane, dealing with loss of life, dealing with loss of somewhere to stay. Everything is disrupted, and we totally understand that. I totally understand. I get it. I totally get it. But don't make it seem like black Americans are the only people complaining about the skin bleachers at the resorts. Please don't do that, y'all. Don't act like that. Don't act like that at all. But anyway, y'all have a good one. And to my black Americans, y'all stay safe. Y'all be careful making videos out there while y'all out there in Jamaica. And I wish there was like a fund that we can send to make sure our people is straight in Jamaica, because I understand how those skin bleachers are coming at y'all, and we seeing the video of what these skin bleachers are saying. So y'all be safe out there, black Americans. Please be safe. Please be safe.
Jamaicans, like, We had no problem with them. So to hear a few bad apples who were Black American, who wasn't even Black American, is complaining about a hurricane that they probably never experienced in their damn life, and you're saying all these negative things about Black Americans, it's like, oh, you've been felt that way. You've been felt that way. Pretty much. All y'all been felt that way. And the 2025 has been showing me, and I hope it's been showing a lot of other people, that nobody messes with Black Americans. Nobody in the diaspora. Nobody. The Asians, the Arabs, the Puerto Rican, the Dominican, the Mexican, the Ecuadorian. No one fucks with us. You see when they did that Canelo fight, how they was slamming Black Americans then. Slamming us for not protesting. Slamming us for this Jamaica. Everything is our fault. And like I said, it's a few bad apples. But that's where every race and ethnicity is always a few bad apples. That doesn't equate to the majority. And that's what y'all speak. When y'all speak as if it's the majority. That's a problem. All I know is that when it's time to divide, baby, a lot of you ain't coming with us.
So we all know about the devastating hurricane that hit Jamaica, but I've seen videos of this one tourist in Jamaica who was complaining about how the hotel was operating and the food that they were giving people while this hurricane was actively approaching. I'll tag her below because that's the most tone-deaf video I've ever seen, and for her to complain but also feel like she should be getting different treatment because she's a tourist, it's insane. Like the privilege of her to complain about these things while she can go home and everything that she had is still there. Meanwhile, the people of Jamaica have had their shit destroyed by this hurricane and their lives are forever changed, yet she's complaining. Like, just to have the audacity to complain about how a hotel is preparing for a hurricane, when for one, you shouldn't even be there because you knew about this hurricane coming. You shouldn't have even taken that trip. But number two, those workers aren't allowed to leave because they have to take care of the tourists at the hotel like you. Like, just where has people's humanity gone? Because, you know, the average person would be like, oh my God, you know, I took this trip, you know, the hurricane's coming, like, I'm gonna do everything I can to help the staff, you know, I'm not gonna complain because this could be life or death. But instead, she's just complaining. It's just so selfish to think like that. And like so many people are just becoming so much more self-centered. They're like, oh, what's going to happen to me? How does this affect me? It's me, instead of looking at, you know, what's happened to the greater good of society.
As a Black American, I just want to advise my people, my tribe, before you hop on your phone to go back and forth with someone claiming to be Jamaican or from the Caribbean or whatever outside of America, who's complaining about Americans, I want you to notice the background of their videos. Notice how you're not seeing these people in the trenches helping with anything. They're not boots on ground. They're not rebuilding a home. They're not helping children, the elderly, the disabled. They're not helping anyone get their life back on track. They're not on a rescue find missions. They're not doing anything. They're in comfortable places. 90% of them are in the United States. Do not argue with the people who are the sellouts in their homeland. Like, these are the people who left the island and have done nothing for the people back on the island. And they still have not done nothing. And right now, they are virtue signaling. They're using those people's tragedy as a springboard for clout. They could care less what happens to the people back on the island. They want the views and the clicks from the diaspora. That's what they want, the traction. They want to go viral for making the hot take. That's why you see no type of videos being made about white people on Fox News calling their homes shacks and laughing about them being washed away. That's why you don't see any of them actually making videos to raise funds, asking for unity at this time. No, let's all hop on our timelines and let's kick the backs in of this other group, because I know that's going to get me 176 comments.
Okay, so now that this hurricane is almost over or ready to exit at this point, here's a couple of things that I saw on the internet that I did not appreciate from Americans as a Jam American myself. I'm going to read it off of my computer. So starting number 1. Americans whining and complaining about food and customer service in a Category 5 hurricane. Where do you think you're at? How dare you? First and foremost, if you're going to a country, you're going to do some research about that country. Even probably a couple of weeks before you even start to travel, you're starting to look at the weather. So you should have known that Jamaica has hurricane season. Secondly, when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, you're going to go home and you're going to fly home on American Airlines, Delta, or whatever airlines you took to go to Jamaica, and you're going to go home to your nice, cozy home. Some of these people that you're going to leave behind in Jamaica don't have a home to go back home to. They don't even have their families. They probably lost their families. Also, you may have forgot that you're not the only one that's in the hotel. There's a millions of other people inside the hotel. So yes, they have to think about how they're going to ration these foods over the course of the days to make sure everybody eats. So excuse me if you got a little less or it wasn't your taste. These people are risking their lives to stay with you guys in a hotel, and you're worried about customer service or them not giving you the extra 5-star restaurant food. Second thing I didn't appreciate, and I feel like some of y'all Americans were being a little shady about it, especially this one guy that I saw that he usually talks about breaking F the news. And I feel like at first he was being shady, but then he saw all the Jamaicans coming down on him at one point. But second point I did not appreciate is Americans complaining about Jamaicans not taking anything serious. First of all, I found it very ironic because us as Black Americans especially, we don't take nothing serious. Get that out the way. Second thing is, not to be shady to the Dominican Republic, but the Dominican Republic got flooded out too. And you should see them on my FYP. They're over here swimming, dancing in the rain, and they're having the time of their lives. So what were the Jamaicans supposed to do? Sit there and worry, especially when they cannot evacuate? But I'm going to go into the next part about that. Third, thank you for the concern, because some of you were genuinely concerned, but telling Jamaicans to evacuate and leave their island. And I have a question for everybody, every American that said that. Are you going to provide the Jamaicans with visas and passports? And if so, are you going to provide them with food, shelter, and water?
I usually don't get into the mess. I kind of just watch and scroll. But as a Black American, I'm just going to say this to the Jamaicans. Because I was so pissed off how I see up and down my timeline Jamaicans like trash talking us about the behavior of the people over there in those resorts complaining. And every single one I've seen so far of them people complaining are not Black Americans. I'm like, can y'all hear? Can you even hear? Because the accents are thick. Like that big girl that was complaining about the food in the boxes, the containers that they gave her. I'm like, do y'all hear this lady? She sound British. Come to find out she's from Bermuda. The big girl, Samora, whatever the hell her name is. She's not even a Black American. Why y'all putting that on us? Black Americans, we know how to conduct ourselves. Like, we don't be pressed over shit like that. Like, we out the country, we know what's going on, and a hurricane happened. Like, we don't conduct ourselves like that. So to down talk us like that, we love Jamaica. First of all, come to Jamaica, have a great time. Like, I was just so upset. Because I'm like, that, it wasn't even Black Americans.
You guys have listened to this, and from the opinion of that lady, it is what that has brought this war. The Jamaicans saying how entitled Black Americans are. Something that has not settled well with Black Americans. And you know how internet work, just like that, something small, boom, it gets on fire. Now we are talking of Black Americans versus Jamaicans. Crazy part, everyone is Black, just from different corners of the world. Jamaicans, they are calling it entitlement. Black Americans, they are saying that the lady was, she was right. She is right to give her opinions, what she thinks. Although the Americans are saying some of the Americans are saying the lady was not supposed to, the lady is not, the lady is not from, she's not a black American. She's not a black American. But to me, being real, it's not just about food. It's about pride, identity, and culture. Because for Jamaicans, according to the research that I've done, food is history, love, and soul to them. So when you diss them, they hear you dissing them, and they feel so bad. And for many black Americans, exploring their roots, when something feels different, they just speak on it. But social media, it turns everything into a war, real fast. So to me, I believe that we are one. We are one. It's just only that we took different parts, the Jamaicans, the Africans, to the Black Americans. We are just one. It's only that, we took different parts, and this is what makes black sweet. To me, through this, both sides have a point. Jamaicans, they're entitled to their points, but they're entitled to, to defend, to say what they are saying. Black Americans, the same case. But guys, please remember, we are one. I know this war has gone to an extra mile, to a point of, Jamaicans saying how black Americans, they do bleach a lot of things. Black Americans, they have said some bad things about the Jamaicans. Some of them, black Americans, not all of them, because in the video I've seen some of them defending the Jamaicans, saying this lady is not from, from our land. She's from somewhere in Bermuda, if I'm not wrong. And so at the end of the day, same roots, different seasoning, and that's what makes black culture so beautiful. So at the end of the day, same roots, different seasoning, and that's what makes black culture so beautiful. So guys, let's remain one. We are one. Let's not fight. It's only that we took different paths. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. I want to hear your opinion on this. I want to see how you feel about this. Please comment on this video. Tell me whether the black Americans are right or the Jamaicans are right. Who is wrong in this case? So guys, thank you very much for watching my video. This is Super Mike the Nelson. If you are new here, this is how we do it. Please subscribe, comment, and share. We are around to 100 subscribers, and I'll be very glad. This is Super Mike the Nelson. Till next time, bye bye. I love you guys.